My name is Bill Davis. I am the cross-country coach at Notre Dame High School in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. We have developed a new course on our school property. It is a 5K course, totally grassed, and I would like to take coaches and ADs and administrators through our course, showing the highs and lows, the switchbacks, as well as the downhills and uphills. And here we go. This is the start line. And we have a fairly flat start for the first 1/10 to 2/10 of a mile. Again, totally grassed. We are at the 100-meter mark. Gradual curve and a slight drop. We are approaching a berm. We are on the long downhill. This is a fairly sharp downgrade. The first of our 2 to 3 sharp downhills. This goes approximately 1/10 of a mile to the flats below, which we are now on. We will be turning west. And we are now in a approximately 200-meter slight uphill to the half-mile. The half-mile post will be on the left. I will identify that as we get close to it. We are at the half-mile. Fairly sharp left. and we are on an uprise. Notre Dame Drive lies to our right. This is a rather sharp, approximately 10-meter climb. Little drop, back up, and we're still climbing gently. We'll make a left, head east, and we will remain flat. For approximately a quarter mile. One great feature of this course is there is no repetition, no repeating of parts on the course. We will cross a little bit of the edge of the parking lot here, one of the few asphalt locations. Another little asphalt walk that goes to our track. And we are crossing a little bit of asphalt roadway that leads around to the back of our property. Our baseball field lies to the right. We will skirt this. We are still on flat ground. We're getting close to the 1 mile mark, and we will have a slight downgrade here. Across the end of the roadway, another slight drop. We are now behind the girls' softball field. Still flat and fast approaching the mile mark. The mile pole is to our right there. We are now hitting another berm, and we will have a sharp drop to the property below. This is a challenging part of our course. We will now have approximately a quarter mile, slight upgrade. Our soccer fields lie at the top of the hill to our right. We are still on a gentle uprise, which will become a little sharper as we approach Notre Dame Drive. We are now on that sharper uprise. We will cross Notre Dame Drive. This is the one time we will actually cross a roadway. And it is marked with yellow lines. We'll make a sharp right. And we will have a long uphill that is gentle to the top of Notre Dame Drive. The course does run right along the drive. Again, we are on a gentle uprise at this particular moment, becoming sharper now as we go up the hill. We have now reached the top of the grade. There will be a slight jag in the course. And we will be on a gradual downhill to the 1.5 mile post, which will lie to our left. We are now at the 1.5 miles on a downhill. What we feel the best part of the course is about to be seen. We're going to take a sharp uphill, and we will enter the west side of the course. A slight drop. A turn to the west, and we will remain flat for a very short distance. And then we will start a gradual climb, turning to the left and heading south. We will zigzag here in this portion of the course on a slight upgrade. We will be running along the edge of the cornfield, which lies immediately in front of us. We are on a fairly sharp uphill or upgrade along the cornfield, heading east again. Still on that uphill. This part of the course provides a panoramic view of the school and the school property to the east. A beautiful view. We are now getting ready to enter what I consider the greatest part of the course, and that is the switchbacks. We are now heading west again sharply on a slight uprise. We will make a sharp 180, and we are headed back down, a slight downhill. That is one switchback. We are making another sharp turn and heading back uphill for the second switchback. Where we will make another near 180, head back down for the third switchback. The switchbacks are gentle downhills and gentle uphills. We are now making a sharp turn again and headed back uphill to complete the third switchback. This is the 2-mile mark to our left. We are now completing the third switchback, and we will have a long, gentle downhill with a mogul along its course. The mogul is fast approaching. It's a little rise and sharp drop. Again, we are headed downhill. The mogul is straight ahead. And we are crossing it. Sharp up, sharp down, and then we are back on our gentle downhill. And we are on the final mile of the 5K course. We are still on a downhill trek. And leveling out. A slight uphill and sharp turn to the left. Leveling out as we cross the end of Notre Dame Drive, which dead ends at this location. lot of turns in this part of the course. Have a downhill here for about 20 meters. Then we will have a tendency to level out here. As we travel the meanders of this portion of the course. Again, fairly level through this area. We are approximately 3/4 of a mile from the finish line. We have a very challenging hill approaching to the left of the structure in the video. This hill makes our course very unique, and the placement of the hill is fantastic in that we are approximately a half mile from the finish line as we go up this sharp rise. This rise is approximately 30 meters long, but is very, very challenging. The post to your right is the 2.5 mile mark. Sharp uprise. We will now ride a berm, a flat stretch with a slight gradient upwards. We are within the last half mile of the 5K course. Here would be where you would regain your speed and be thinking about a good quality finish. We will take a sharp left up a gentle slope of about 10 meters, back to a flat, and along the fence to the south of the track complex. Approximately a quarter mile from the finish, around the gazebo, a slight downhill gradient, very slight. We are still skirting the track complex. We will cross the beginning of the course The finish lies to our left. We are fast approaching the last 1/10 of a mile. The red and white post to your left is the 3 mile, approximately the 3 mile mark. A sharp left, a slight upgrade, between the posts, and into the finish. We are 1/10 of a mile from the finish. A slight downgrade to that point. The 2 white posts immediately in front of us is the finish location. Again, a beautiful course, very challenging in spots, but very fair to the runners. We feel this is one of the best courses in the state of Missouri. We would love to have you come and be involved in our meets.